Today we're visiting Adam Turoni of Chocolat by Adam. Adam proves that hard work and persistence is a recipe for sweet success, a foundation that started in his grandmother's kitchen and is now a staple on Broughton Street. In just a few short years, Adam went from aspiring entrepreneur to the Small Business Assistance Corporation's Micro Enterprise of the Year. Let's get into the kitchen.
It actually all started, like you said, in my grandmother's kitchen, if you could believe that. So it was late night, staying up with her and baking all through the night, eating pastries, drinking tea, and telling stories. So it's really how I found my inspiration for baking and where I fell in love with it. After that, I got very serious and I wanted to go to the CIA, but I knew I had to work in kitchens before I did that. So I was lucky enough to be a part of a program in high school that actually let me leave high school half day and go to work in a restaurant. So by the age of 17, I was the pastry chef of a fine dining restaurant in our area. It was the greatest experience ever. I got to manage myself and organize a pastry menu that was real, and that all the ideas I had came right onto paper. And I got a ton of experience from that. Fast forward to the CIA, where I was lucky enough to be a part of research and development for my chef's book called Chocolates and Confections. And there I just got to have fun. I got to test, I got to mess up, I got to create new things, and most importantly, learn from all the mistakes that I had made and developed some new things. And then packed up my car after graduation and came to Savannah, and I've been here ever since. So ever since I've been in Savannah, it's been constantly inspiring me and pushing me creatively. And one of those ways is actually the newest truffle I have out right now, which is the Midnight Cherry Eclipse. It is something I'm the most proud of because it is a true Savannah-inspired idea that I've created. And so what it is, it's an 88% dark chocolate ganache with a Luxardo cherry, local candied, floured, tarragon. We have wafer paper that I use, that I print with edible ink, and then I smoke it. And so it's a lot of different elements, and all those elements actually came from a midnight run around Forsyth Park that I was trying to take all those senses of my run and incorporate that into a chocolate. So the smokiness came from actually the paper mill, which is really funny because it was really pronounced that day, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It was spring, so the flowers. It was a midnight run, so it was the bitter dark chocolate ganache. And the moon, of course, it was a full moon out. So it was all those elements that I was inspired that night because of Savannah that I got to create this amazing truffle that wouldn't have happened. Yeah. So, and because of that, you'll know that we just got awarded a finalist of the Good Food Awards in San Francisco. Out of 1,400 people, oh, wow. We are one of the finalists. So Savannah has a lot to do with what I do here, and it's constantly inspiring me. Well, we've been here for about 2 years now. We just celebrated our second birthday, October 1st. So it's been 2 years since we've been at our Broughton location, and it's actually all been help to the SBAC. We just secured our building because of them. They helped us financially be able to stay here and let Savannah be our home. So it's an incredible honor that they were so willing to help us in our endeavor and really believed in us as a business. Before we were able to secure the building, I actually needed help in production. And so we were tempering everything by hand. And after Christmas season, I was big and jacked and muscly because all we were doing was stirring for hours and hours and hours to temper our chocolate. So luckily we have this amazing machine now, thanks to the SBAC, that helps us keep up with production. And so this is a tempering machine. And what it does is it takes 25 pounds of chocolate, and now we get our chocolate in 500 pounds every month. So this keeps 25 pounds of chocolate melted and tempered constantly. So it's really helped me out as far as production goes. I have 3 wonderful people that are working for me now, but even that could go so far. So really the machine was the next step needed to progress our business. And that was with the help of the SBAC that we got that. I would 100% recommend the SBAC for sure. It's really the help that I needed for support. You know, this is fun. This is very important, but you need the financials as well. You need to know that your business is doing good. Just because you're selling a lot of chocolates doesn't mean you're making enough money to cover it, you know? It's always your costing and you know, your fixed expenses. You need to know all of that. And they really just, they know that you have the ideas and the inspiration. Inspirations are good and ideas are great, but if you don't know the core of it, the backbone, the business part of it, then you're never going to survive. Right. And so that's something that they are very keen on and they see very crucial because it is.
If you need a loan to start or grow your business, visit the Small Business Resource Center at 111 East Liberty Street, or check us out online at sbacsav.com. I guess the takeaway here is to dream big, dream bigger, and eat more chocolate. Reporting for the Small Business Assistance Corporation, I'm Leandra Michael.